Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing the Ford Transit Trail. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Transit. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Jaden. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 310 horsepower and then 400 pound-feet of torque. And a lot of people have been asking why the Transit has so much less power than an F-150 per se. And from what I understand, it's been detuned to improve long-term reliability. That's at least what I've been told, but let me know your thoughts on that. Now, before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood here, we've got the venting there at the top, and then I love the design here on the Transit headlights. I think it looks really sharp. And then we do have the marker lights, just like a Raptor Ford logo there. Parking sensors at the bottom, you can see the fog lights. And notice with the bumper, it's plastic here at the bottom, as you can see, but that's going to wear over time a lot better than a painted bumper per se. And putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here on the Transit Trail, but I think the front end for a cargo van looks really cool. And you can see the orange marker lights there on the mirror caps too. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245, 75, 16 in the front and over in the rear. You can see with the wheels completely blacked out. And yeah, this has all-terrain tires from the factory. And then look how big these fender flares are. That is ridiculous, but it looks cool. Got the mud flap there, and then we've got these off-road style side steps as well. And while we're on the side here, this one, you can see window. But opening it up, really easy in terms of the functionality there, and I didn't get it all the way. Locks, once you get it into place, you can see kind of like the mechanism down there. But this is cool, so you have this side step, and then you step up again, and boom, you've got that you can stand on, so it makes accessing this really easy. Now in terms of the floor itself, you guys can see no protection on this one, but that's something that you can add after the fact. You can get from the factory. This particular one doesn't have any windows on the sides other than the door, but we do have the windows there in the back. And then when it comes to room, I'm like like right there, so like I don't know if you guys can see on camera very well because the lighting's kind of bad, but if I was walking through this, I would like smack my head on this, so I got to duck a little bit. And it is cool that it has lighting here up front. I think that helps out a bit. But I mean, you can stand up here, and I'd say that the height limit would be like 6'2" in terms of this area right here. But yeah, that's inside. And getting out's really easy. Again, just down the steps. And then closing the doors also simple. And then this does utilize leaf springs, if you guys are wondering, in the rear. And then here's our full side view with this Transit Trail. Again, with kind of like the lifted look in the off-road tires, it's just really, really sweet. Now here's a look at the key fob. You guys can see we've got your lock and unlock function, then also for the door, and then yeah, Ford logo. And this comes with 4 keys, by the way. It's kind of crazy. And then when it comes to the back doors, so in terms of the opening, that's as far as the door will go normally. You do have this unlock function, and you can pull the door, which is really cool, out wider with that unlock function. This doesn't have the attachment on the side, so this doesn't go as far as some of the other doors you can get with the Transits. But still, I mean, like this is a decent amount open, and then just further than that, and that's more than you need. Like I said, windows on this, and then you do have a latch here for the other door. You always have to close the doors in order with this, so always this one second. And then notice we got our trail badge here on the back, and then you got your all-wheel drive EcoBoost badge. And then the taillights, I think it'd be cool if they did like LEDs or something in the back, but those, I mean, they're normal cargo van taillights. Wrapping things up, there's actually marker lights there at the top on that little strip. That's kind of cool, to be honest. But yeah, putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here with the Transit Trail. But like I said, for a cargo van from the factory, this thing looks incredible. Now, being a cargo van, more basic with material use, unlike the door panel, but we do have plenty of storage with this. You got your window controls, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then your door lock and unlock. And then if you're wondering on payload, 3,356 pounds with this, and then the gross vehicle weight rating, 9,500 pounds. And then taking a look at the seats. Got a nice trim. You've got your adjustments and everything on the side. Parking brake here with your auto hold. Then you can see the mirror adjustment, light controls here, and then you've got the cup holder. It's actually super nice. I wish more cars had like a cup holder right there. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, soft touch trim all around. We do have practical controls in the front for like the center. You've got your cruise control, it is adaptive, volume controls as well. And then you can see the stocks here on the back. And the gauge cluster itself is mostly analog. We do have that screen there in the center, which we can use to see different bits of info on the Transit. And then this one does have a backup camera. You guys can hear the beeping. This one also has the rear alarm system as well, which, yeah, I don't know if I'd add that if I got one of these. It's kind of out there. But yeah, as for the screen itself, you can see the climate controls here at the bottom. It looks like it does take a second for some of the pages to load up, but overall it's pretty easy to use. And this is where the drive modes will also pop up here. So you can see you've got normal, eco, slippery, tow haul, and then your mud ruts mode as well. And then we do have more storage all across the dash here, and then some physical controls down below for like the drive modes, like for example defroster, parking assist too, shifter for that 10-speed automatic transmission. And then some storage here, trailer brake controls down below, and then you've got these auxiliary switches. So pretty cool feature to have, so you can tie in extra lights, all of that if you want. And then we've got the glove box, which pretty good storage there. And then yeah, just 2 chairs in this for those of you that are wondering. And then we do have some more storage up top, which is pretty cool. It's like a little cubby. Now here's the window sticker. The EcoBoost is $17.75. I think that's money well spent. The Transit package, $11,755. It's a pretty big price premium. So that brings the total MSRP to $70,275. Let's sum things up. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spotting throughout the rest of the rear, and well, this is going to be like a wimpy test drive, but you know, it's better than nothing, I'd say. So first off, seating position, just like most cargo vans, is great because you're up high and you're like right at the front of the vehicle, so you have like a really solid view of everything. And this actually feels pretty dang comfortable for a cargo van in terms of the, again, it's not the best test, but like going over, let's go over these little, I mean, yeah, it's still got like firmer suspension than something, say, like an actual Raptor, right? But for a cargo van, it's actually pretty compliant over the bumps. And you got to remember, this is unloaded. Once you load this up, it'll kind of smooth things out a little bit. Let's see how this EcoBoost performs. Wow, it's got some power. That's got some power. This thing I love about this EcoBoost, because most cargo vans feel very sluggish. You know, Mercedes' new high output diesel, can turn this off. Yeah, Mercedes' new high output diesel is pretty solid, but I mean, you just can't go wrong with this engine, I'd say. It's got really solid power, and yeah, this is a little bit of a tighter lane. So let's see, actually, I guess this will kind of show us the maneuverability of the Transit trail. Because I mean, you can imagine this could be like the equivalent of a tight trail with some trees that you might go down in the van. Yeah, seriously, it's not bad. It's really easy to drive. I like how this drives for a cargo van. But yeah, what I was saying is the Sprinter, I mean, that's the closest in terms of acceleration. Ram doesn't even compete. Ram doesn't have an all-wheel drive van. I think the Ram's missing out on a huge market by not offering that. You know, Ford and Mercedes now have this on tap. But what I will say is, I think you're going to see a lot of people leave Mercedes, because here's my thoughts. Ford has purposefully detuned this engine. And again, let me know if I'm wrong on this, but what I've been told is that, sorry, it's fun. They detuned this for reliability, right? They want to make this reliable. And, you know, yeah, Mercedes has a diesel, but you're talking about it's a 4-cylinder diesel that Mercedes is using with the Sprinter, versus this is a, you know, it's still a twin turbo engine, but it's a V6, it's bigger, 3.5 liter versus 2 liters. So yeah, I don't know, I think that this feels just as good from a torque perspective as a diesel, and it's gonna be less money to maintain because you don't have to deal with DEF and all the other stuff with a diesel. when it comes to fuel economy, yeah, I'm sure that the diesel probably will be a little bit more economical, but diesel's also like $1 more per gallon right now. So even if you get better fuel economy, you probably spend, you know, more money with the diesel because of the difference in fuel cost. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people are going to leave Mercedes for Ford, and the fact that Ford offers a factory off-road package with everything's already done. Like, you literally, obviously you've got to, you know, add the stuff in the back, but like, hey, you've got this van set up from the factory, so you don't have to take it, you know, to an off-road shop, get it lifted and put tires on it, and then take it to a conversion shop for the back. You can just take it to the conversion shop. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Transit Trail, but I think this is a genius idea, and my guess is that this is going to push Mercedes to answer Ford when it comes to these cargo vans. But yeah.